All right. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? So today is a day I'm going to be making a video of something that is very avoided when putting these H22 Honda Accord 90s manual transmission, and that's how to put this casing on. So this original Accord, I had the prelude. The casing that was on there was damaged a little bit. So I have another one here that I had to use, and I reused the bearings. Initially the bearings had came off on here, but after trying back and forth to put the casing on here, it got stuck in here. But one of the things that it's very, danced around is how to put the casing back on. It's kind of like a guesswork. So I'm going to show you on the other transmission that I have on the ground how to set the little retainer piece that sits on top, and I'm going to show you also what when you hear it rattling, what it's catching on while you're putting the case on, and what you have to shuffle around to get the case to sit flush like this first. So that's about just a small gap, and then once you do that, you can start catching the screws in, and then flipping the transmission over. So I'm doing this with no RTV, but you would put the RTV on there. You can use Honda bond. I used up all my Honda bond because I probably took this case off like 5 times to make sure I get it perfect, just perfect. But now I feel as though I've got putting the case on down. I'm going to show you guys what I did. So let me walk you through with the transmission on the ground. So here with the transmission on the ground, right? This particular piece here, right here, it's the tricky piece because it moves around when you're trying to put the case on, right? So what you want to do is, if you don't have the bearing on, you want to make sure that, because this can slide up and down, right? So you want to make sure that it's not sitting, all the shifter selector that's in the transmission, they're all inside of here in the groove. All of them. It's three grooves. Make sure they're all in. Then you want to make sure that these all sit flush down like so. They all sit flush down. Then you want to put this retaining piece right into these 2 grooves right here. Then you're gonna clock it like so. Right, you're gonna sit it on here, and this particular piece is gonna come down and almost line up with this right here. So if you look, this piece lines up with this reverse piece right here. So you see it's about almost lined up, but you want to get this resting on here. So this little lip, you want to get it resting on here, sitting flush, resting on there, right? And I'm going to take the case off. Okay, so I can show you real quick while I have this transmission open. I can show you real quick. So when you are putting the case back on, this clip here has a tendency to get knocked off by where the reverse bolt goes in, right in here. So you have to kind of clock the case in a way where it doesn't get caught right here, right? So whenever you hear it go, that's what it's hitting on. It's hitting on right here because you're sliding the housing over. So just make sure to peek inside the casing as you're putting the casing over the transmission. So Sit this on here like so. And I won't reuse this casing because it doesn't have a bearing in there. I'll reuse the actual casing that that has the bearing in it, so I'm simulating exactly how. Alright, so I'm gonna take this case off and install it after I've showed you what I'm going to be doing on the case on the ground. So first I'm going to do is, I've already got all the bolts off around there, including the 214 up top and all the 12 around. And once and this is just the removal process, you're going to spread the pin inside of here, right? And you can see it's sitting right on top of the bearing. And on reinstalling it, all I would do is put the bolts back in, catch them so the case doesn't move, just not real tight, then flip the transmission upwards and it'll drop down. But to remove it, take all the bolts out, spread this clip, it drops down, and my case have been open a few times, so it shouldn't be that hard to remove, right? So you can see the bearings is sitting up in there. Like I said, that little retaining clip always catches on this reverse mechanism right here. I'm not using any RTV right now because I've used up all my Honda bond. I need to go get some more, but this is just for the purpose of showing y'all. So this piece here, I tell you, I have it clocked sitting right there. All right, so I'll show y'all how you, well, actually, if you can get all of these lined up in neutral before you prior to putting the case on, and you see like it's all even, like I can put my finger through it, that'll save you a world of trouble. I also have a little bit of Vaseline on the top, well I did anyways, but just to help it slide on a little bit. And I've also used some Honda transmission oil just to put on the gears to keep them moving. And you'll see it's in neutral, it's rotating. See the LSD differential rotating. Alright, so I don't want to cut because I want to show y'all. Alright, so now that you have it on there, make sure that this piece up here is clocked and is sitting firm. Then when you go to put the transmission on, you just keep an eye on, so you rotate it a little bit, and once you get it over that piece, you can start lining it up like so. It's sitting. Alright, so the most tricky part is to make sure that you start moving these shift forks around. Once you start moving these around, get them all lined up. Make sure you can see them all moving inside of there. There you go. Just so once you get the casing on and you hear it makes that first clink, you start moving these into the neutral position because they tend to move around once you're putting the case on. So you just kind of get something and kind of move this up. I've also kind of like wind the bolt that the shifting piece slides around on, kind of move that out the way. But once you make sure that the little retainer inside of here is set properly, and you put you kind of clock the case a little bit to get around the reverse piece, knocking that retaining clip off, then you start clocking it back this way as it starts coming down. And then once you get it sit on there and you can see all the shift pieces in here go through, then you start moving these up and down and wiggle the case, and you'll hear it drop down to about here. Then you can just go ahead, start putting your bolts in. You know, you wind them down about hand tight on here. You don't tighten them with the tool as yet. You just get them hand tight down. And like I said, it's just small gap, like this much, just enough where the lip of the pry bar can get in. You put all the 12s in, the 14 in, flip the transmission upside down, and you'll know when it's seated, because you'll see this particular pin right here will be sitting. I'll show you. This particular pin will be sitting on, so that particular bearing, that particular pin will be sitting right on top of this bearing here. And when you flip the transmission upside down, it's gonna drop into this groove right here of the bearing and lock in. So after using up all my Honda bond, I decided that I wanted to keep taking the case on and off so I could get it perfect. And I had a replica transmission, and what I did was I just slowly pulled it apart. See how this piece sits here, and then was able to see exactly what I needed to do and go from there. So yeah, now that I feel like I've gotten it down pat, it won't be so nerve-wracking to try to get the case on before the silicone dries and all that old good stuff. But yeah, man, you know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. One love. Stay up, stay blessed, stay strong. And also to make sure that you have everything intact, because I've got the case on and put in my shift selector and all that, only to find out that when I reach my hand under here, see how everything is moving. You got to make sure everything is rotating before you start tightening everything up. So if it's not in neutral here, you won't get a rotation. But you want to put everything in neutral. Like I said, it just goes straight across, and rotate this. See it there? And yeah, make sure everything is spinning before you tighten down the bolts. That's definitely, this has been a learning experience, and I hope I'm able to help somebody else, you know, because you know, we're starting to get the all-wheel drive set up for these Prelude transmission with the bell housing. So you know, that's going to be the tricky part, taking off these bell housing, putting them on and stuff like that, because the all-wheel drive cutout is going to be somewhere on the side of the case here to mount the all-wheel drive system into these Prelude transmission. But yeah, taking off the case is not hard. It just requires patience and just paying it, you know, just looking at being vigilant what you're doing. Yeah, take care, y'all. Peace.